Have you ever made rock art before? It's so much fun. And this is one of the tutorials that is very basic, but very rewarding. It's super easy to make a family or a group of friends. I'll be showing you step-by-step instructions. And once you create your first piece, you'll be hooked. It is so much fun. And then there are so many other animals and friends. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so excited because we get to build a family. Now, this could be any group of people that care about each other or work together or play together. I love to build a family, but it might be your sports group or anybody you play with, or even somebody you care very much about, like maybe just your grandma and you. So it can be any people that you want. And I start with some kind of long rock. And it could be any kind of long rock. We have lots of them here today. These are all rocks that I've been collecting for a long time. So each time you're outside, you can just add a few more rocks to your collection. But there are very specific shapes to look for. And roundish rocks, long rocks, those are the most important rocks to find. So all we have to do is find a round rock and then put a head on top of it and you have a person. Really easy. Like that head seems a little bit big. How about this one? We could try that. See, you'll notice it's not really totally round. It's kind of squarish, but they all work. And if we wanted to have somebody have a relationship, then we'll want them to touch. So let's turn this rock over. And there is a head. And if these two like each other, we can cuddle them up so they're touching. And then if you really want them to like each other, then you touch their heads. Whenever two heads touch, that shows a lot of caring. So super easy. So decide how many people you want in your family or your group, and then you can make it. Now, the very first thing I do is I find some kind of stick or long rock that they can all sit on. When you have a foundation to your rock art, it seems to look a little bit better. And then we'll choose our people. Let's make a family of 4. So I'm gonna do a mom and a dad and 2 kids. And for a body for mom, I'm going to choose this rock. Could have, again, chosen any of them. Okay, let's just do this one. Now let's use this rock for her head. And like I said, they really like each other. So let's put her head on his shoulder like that. And he's resting his head on hers. And that just shows a lot of love and care. And then if we wanted to put an arm, have somebody put their arm around the other. So let's say she puts her arm around him like that. Just a short stick rock. I call that a stick rock when they're long and thin. We'll put an arm around him because she loves him. And now we need a couple kids. So again, we could use any rock. We could use that one. That'd be a really little kid and put a little head on there. That'd be cute, huh? So any roundish rock will do. I'm gonna go for a little oblong. Like these are a little oblong. So let's try that. And again, notice all the little scarring. It just makes the art more interesting when it's a little bit different. Just like people, when we have our own personalities and we're just a little bit different, we're much more interesting too. So those could be the 2 kids. We'll need some smaller heads for them. And how about if we do this one? This one's really small. Aw. Yeah, that works, do you think? Still a little bit big. And she really likes Dad, so let's put her head against Dad like that. Aw. And then we have this one. We'll say that this is a boy. I don't know why, I'm just saying that. And we can try a rock. There's a smaller rock there. That'll go away. Okay. And if he really likes Mom and everybody, he could also tilt his head there. So there you go. It is so easy to do a family. And we could use any of these rocks and still make a family. Now this could be a bunch of friends that like to be together. And maybe if you're making just friends that hang out, maybe you don't have somebody hugging them. Maybe you guys are all just sitting there on the bench together. And that's really cute too. And if you lift the heads a tiny bit, it makes them look a little bit more alert. Like, whoa, what are they looking at out there? So that's how you make families and friends. So easy. So you make yours. Going and searching out for the rocks is sometimes the most fun part, is just going outside into nature and seeing what you can find to make beautiful things. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next rock art video. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.